Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Presley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw.
He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Ball in the air, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they took a hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on him.
Spartan's very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient, make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Dropping back, it's Gus Meyer. Steps away, gets rid of it, and it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Man, I do not want a guy to dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs to buy some time. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, just keeps firing. Finds his big tight end. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartan. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside the spot. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Offense working from the pistol. To the air on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Quarterback will audible. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and to catch to work that defense and get the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. There was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Throws to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Back to throw, it's Morris. Fires to the middle. And that pass is intercepted. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. So, guys, we'll see. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sparty. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2 minutes throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Waddle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's looking to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. And that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on defense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try to pop the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away from it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get louder.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Free safeties, you think about hitters. You think about guys spinning down in the box, making tackles. You don't really think about coverage skills all the time, but this guy might change your mind a little bit. Great tight coverage and man-to-man, and makes a play on the football. What a play.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Morris. He lobs one high down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
That's caught. It's Jordan. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes the grab on the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Knocked down for the tackle. This defense is showing the Spartan spirit, and they are swarming.
I mean, they're making them earn everything. Nothing given up free. Playing so good at all the levels of the defense. If I'm a Michigan State fan, I'm pretty jacked up at this performance.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is ball go? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jerzey?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with any quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to just outside the 5. A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Surging forward on the sneak. Touchdown, Michigan State! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jerzey.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Morris. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Quit cheating out there! A cost 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Jordan. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket. So he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with the W.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? We just saw another great example example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
To the air, it's Morris. He lets it fly. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the end zone. Last chance, and he's got it. He's got it for the touchdown. And they can send it to overtime with the kick. Or do they dare try to win it here?
How about this execution late in the game, scoring the touchdown with no time on the clock? These fans are shocked, and they are so quiet. Now, you want to sing home with an L and go for 2? You want to kick the PAT and go to OT.
Big time pressure on this extra point. They need it for overtime. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. We'll get it started here in overtime. Handoff from the gun. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here. Bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now. They get the big stop.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They're going for the touchdown here on 4th and goal in overtime. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. He's got it. Looking for room, and he's not going to get there. The defense comes up with a huge stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. The give to the fullback. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And the big fella blocks most of the time, but they kind of surprise you, especially in short yard situations. Hand it to the big fella, but you never expect him to cough it up and force the turnover. Man, what a turn of events.
Now first down here in the 2nd overtime. Red pass, it's complete. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're left with a 3rd and 5 on this opening possession of overtime. Now the play fake. Throws from the tight end. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
That's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. You're obviously down here in the red zone. It's overtime. The windows are going to be small. He just got a bit too aggressive with his decision-making. The defense makes him pay. And now they're giving it back to their offense with a chance to kick a field goal here and win.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Give to the running back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
All right, and when we start overtime, listen, it's not a great run, but, you know, feeling out process, figuring out what you want to do offensively here. Big situation. We want to trust our quarterback here and chuck the football. We're going to run the football. We got a lot of them.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody run. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
And he got it. The kick is good. The game winner in double overtime.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement. Where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck the whole game. Decided in overtime. Crushing loss.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.